Okay everyone, this is obviously my 5th video reviewing IM3 first semester. Let's get going. So here they're asking for us to expand this binomial product here. And the thing that you have to know basically is Pascal's triangle, and we're going to use the binomial theorem. And it goes like this. We know the Pascal's triangle goes 1, then 1, 1, then 1, 2, 1. Basically, the beginning and the end of each row is a 1. How did I get the 2 was I just added the numbers right above it. It's really that simple. So if I go to the next row, it would be 1, and 1 and 2 would make 3. 2 and 1 would make 3, and then 1. And I'm going to do one more, and I'm going to tell you how I know to stop. But anyways, here we go. So the next row would be 1, then this would be 4, this would be 6, this would be 4, this would be 1. Now the reason why I stopped here is because see how I have the 4 there right after the 1. That tells me that's for the 4 power. So basically we're just going to take these magical numbers, 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. And I like to do it vertically, so 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. And then we're just going to use the pattern. I know this x, for example, has a 4 power on it, right? So it's going to start out as x4, and then each successive term is going to be 1 power less, I should say. And notice, of course, x to the 0 is basically 1. So see how I counted down 4, 3, 2, 1 there. Now, what about the negative 2? Now, you have to be careful. It is a negative 2, not a positive 2. Well, that's going to do the same thing, but go in reverse order. So negative 2, 4 is going to be here. The negative 2 to the 3, negative 2 to the 2, negative 2 to the 1. Of course, negative 2 to the 0 is simply 1. Because anything to the 0 power is 1. So basically, guys, we're almost done because look at my first term has got to be 1 times x4. That's why all the answers are x4s. My second term is going to be, follow the yellow here, I have a negative 2 to the 1 is negative 2 times 4 is negative 8 x3. So as you can see, that one doesn't work, that one doesn't work. These have negative 8x3 in them. What is my third term? Let me go back to black here. I know this right here. Now follow the black. I know negative 2 squared is a 4 times the 6 is a 24x squared. And as you can see, I would normally just stop and pick D. But just for clarity's sake, going back to red, I know negative 2 cubed is negative 8 times negative 4 is my negative 32x there. And of course, 1 times negative 2 to the 4 is positive 16. But that is what we call the binomial theorem, and we use Pascal's triangle to find the beginning coefficients. Pause the video if you need to. Okay, now this one here, guys. Notice they gave us the equation in what we call intercept form. But basically it's factored, right? It's already factored. So what makes the x0, of course, is 0. What makes x minus 3 0 is 3. What makes x minus 2 0 is 2. These are my zeros, my roots. So as you can see, that one doesn't match. That one doesn't match. Aha! I know those have to be my zeros. Now what does that mean is if you look at the graph here, guys, follow red now. Notice right there the graph crosses at 0, 0. Right there it crosses at 2, 0. And right there it crosses at 3, 0, because 0, 3, and 2 were my roots, my x-intercepts. And that's how we find the right graph. Pause the video if you need to. Okay, let's do this last problem here. Notice they gave us the 0, 5. That means it's really an x minus 5 because 5 would make it 0. You see? Negative 4 is really a x plus 4. Why? Because negative 4 plus 4 makes it 0. And the 1 means x minus 1. Why? Because 1 minus 1 makes it 0. So here's basically my equation. Now, if you look at all the answers, of course, what did they do? They multiplied it out. So that's what we have to do. So I'm going to distribute these two together first. X times x is x squared. X times 4 is 4x. Minus 5 times x is minus 5x. Minus 5 times 4 is minus 20. Let's put together our like terms. X squared minus x minus 20. That, of course, still needs to be times by x minus 1. So here we go one more time. Let's go back to red. X times x squared is x cubed. Notice they all have x cubes. X times minus x is minus x squared. And then a minus 20x. Now, my recommendation is just go ahead and line up your like terms while you're doing it. So when I do negative 1 times x squared, I get a negative x squared. See how I lined up the x squareds? Here I have a plus x, and negative 1 times 20 is positive 20. Now let's see here. We know we have an x cubed. We know that's negative 2x squared. So that one's gone, that one's gone. Aha. It's got to be A or B. We know right here negative 20 plus 1 is negative 19x. They both have negative 19x. Notice this one is a plus 20. Therefore, the answer must be B. So guys, hopefully you'll watch this video and the other previous videos multiple times and make sure you're learning this. As you can see, this is something very doable, even if you're an IM2 student. So this concludes my video number 5 in my series. See you later.